Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. This is Blogging with April. My name is April. I wanted to talk with you guys this morning on a serious topic about mental health and why our mindset, our mental health is important today. And I also want to give you tips on how to stay healthy mentally and, ways on how to combat any things or any agents that may cause the stress or things that will get you off balance. Guys, mental health is really, is a big issue within our society. A lot of people have a lot of depression, stress. They can't handle whatever life throws at them, and they just need ways on how to manage things better, because as we know, life can be hard. Life is hard, really, and if you don't have that balance, you can get off balance real quick, guys. So I just want to combat that. I just want to talk about that and chop it up with you guys on different ways or whatever that you can do to stay mentally healthy, guys, because our mind is important. As a saying I heard from Joyce Myers, she says, where the mind goes, the man follows. And what I take from that phrase is that if you're happy, pretty much, if your mind, you have a healthy mindset, you have a happy life. You're happy. If you're just down in the dumps and sad or depressed, or just your chemical balances are off, then that can affect your mood. It can affect how you respond to people. It can affect the way how you may carry yourself. So all of that stuff is very vital. Our mental health, our state, our mind state, that's very vital in how we react or how we function in our lives, guys. I think some things that may cause, a lot of times it's something that we may not control. We have different chemical imbalances. We have hormones. Women go through this a lot. Estrogen, a lot of things that can cause chemical imbalances. It may not be anything that we're doing on our own. Men as well. It's just our body. It's just the things that our body goes through lots and lots of changes. And it can be, some of those things can take a toll on our mind, our mood. So a lot of things is not, what we're not doing and what we're doing. So that's why it's good to try to keep, in tune of your body. It's, what I'm saying? It's good to try to stay in tune with what you're thinking, what you're eating, what you're listening to, what you're engaging. All that stuff, have a toll, on your mind. And what type of prescription drugs? A lot of these drugs have side effects. What type of prescription drugs are you on? Pay attention to stuff. If you were a certain way or felt a certain way, it's mood. If you felt a certain way before you start taking a certain drug or whatever, then it's the drug that's causing you to think and act and feel that way. You might want to check in on that. You might want to talk to your doctor if it's something your doctor's prescribed. It doesn't agree with you. It have your levels like fluctuating. So try to stay in tune with that. A lot of things with your prescription drugs, what you're eating, your diet plays a part. Exercise, all that stuff plays a part in your physical and your mental status. Take time out. Exercise is important. Laughing, what you're engaging yourself into. Comedy is also good. Laughter, they say laughter is good for the soul, and really it is medicine. Laughter is medicine. Being happy, finding something, a hobby, something you enjoy doing. All that stuff, helps with your mental status. Like I say, certain diets, you might want to try to eat more fruits and vegetables. You may, want to cut back on a lot of sugar stuff. All that stuff affects your chemical imbalance. So, check out the food you're eating. When you're shopping, pay attention to the labels. Pay attention to, the calories and the sugars and what's in that product. We have to, get in the habit of reading, what we're buying. Not just always consuming things, but taking the time to read what we're buying. A lot of that stuff has a lot to do with our imbalances as well. A lot of times, party drugs, alcohol, smoking. A lot of that stuff has a lot to do, with your chemical imbalances. Hard, heavy drugs, that already takes out the serotonin. The stuff that affects your brain. When you do, heavy drugs and engaging, that stuff already depletes you. And it takes a while. Once your serotonin drops, it takes a while to boost that back up. It's not like something regular like, food or whatever that, if you're feeling faint, you can drink water and you build up easily. Or if you're hungry, you eat a meal and you start gaining back your strength. Your serotonin in your brain, that's something different. If you're taking a lot of illegal drugs and even prescription and you taking lots of that stuff can go have you down in the dumps really quickly. So all, that plays a part. Drugs and prescription drugs, street drugs, a lot of stuff plays a part in, your levels. So it is important, watching, what you eat and paying attention to what you're taking into your body. Physical fitness, that's very important. Like I said earlier, getting your exercise, getting your walk on, doing sit-ups, push-ups, that stuff keeps your level going. And then once your blood is flowing, where does your blood go, guys? Your blood goes to your brain. If you don't have that sufficiency in your brain, it can mess up other things, within your body. Your brain needs that sufficient oxygen and that activity to keep you functioning, because your brain operates you. So it's just certain things you have to keep in mind. Okay, and there's also things that are hurtful. I said it in many of my blog posts before. Things that are hurtful, you want to refrain from stuff. You don't want to purposefully attach yourself to things that it hurts you, because that can affect your mood and your mental being. You don't want to, if something hurts you and bother you, you want to be in a space where you can address it and you can detect that immediately. You don't want to wait around till you just all the way down in the dumps to figure it out. Check your feeling, check and see, how is this making you feel? How is a certain thing making you feel after, watching the show, or after talking to someone, or after engaging in an activity? How is that making you feel? You want to always keep in mind what you're letting in. What you're letting in, it affects your mood. Everything about you. You want to be, careful about that. Like unplugging. A lot of times, you might just want to unplug from things. Like some people, I guess, if social media is a problem, they can't take certain stuff, is unplug from it. Sometimes it's good to put the phone down, walk away, unplug. See what else is going on around you. A lot of good things are going on outside of social media. Unplugging. Don't read things that is going to hurt, that's going to be hurtful. If for instance, that there's somebody that is not a fan of you, doesn't care too much about you, why are you going on their page? That's self-inflicting. Anything that's self-inflicting, why just go on that page and reading a bunch of negative stuff, and that's gonna hurt your feelings, or that's gonna hurt you, or you just digging for information. You and a person, are not agreeing, or something doesn't set well. Why are you digging for something? Sometimes like the people's like the old elderly used to say, you get what you looking for. If you look for stuff, that's what you gonna get. So try to not look for it. Don't run into it. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Certain things doesn't set well. You and a person may be not a disagreement at the moment. Don't just go on a page looking for stuff, or trying to be around them, asking questions about it, snooping for information, because all that does is going to get you upset. So try not to do things that's going to be self-inflicting. Guys, we got to refrain from that self-infliction hurt. Do things, like I say, that's going to bring you joy. Unplug. You have to unplug from stuff. Unplug, unwind. All that is very important and vital to your mental health and your well-being, because all that goes in hand. your mental health and your well-being. All that ties in and work together. And another thing, you know, once you're at a point in place that you can help someone do it, you may have a friend, family member, anybody, check and see how they're doing. You know, share cheer, check on your friends, your family. You know, check in. You know, that's very good during these times now, to see how each other is doing. You know, be an uplifter. Like, and then sometimes people you think that are strong, check on them too. 'Cause a lot of time they get depleted. Like how I used to say here a lot, check on your strong friends. If you know somebody, they're strong, they're always praying for you, they always keeping you, making sure you're good. Return the favor, check on them as well. You know, they need, a lot of times they get depleted, you know, by helping you out, and they need that back. They need the help too. So check on your friends and check on people around you. You know, make sure that they're good, and, you know, offer some advice if need be. You know, talk it out. You know, and maybe y'all can share and, you know, talk out your issues to one another. You know, it's sort of an accountability type thing where you keep each other accountable and make sure, you know, your strong friend, they continue to be strong. You're strong as well. So, you know, check on your peoples, guys. You know, we don't want to, you know, be in a situation that we just depleted, or, you know what I'm saying, or we're not happy. You know, we want to keep our energy levels going. We want to keep things going, guys. We want to make sure that we're good and everybody else around us is good, guys. Check on people. Make sure you're doing yourself a justice, guys. I just want to talk to you, touch on some things about, you know, mental health, and, you know, and some tips. It may not be all, but some tips on ways that you can better and detect if, you know, you are kind of donking out, and you know, you might need to switch up and change some things just to keep your mental health intact, guys. You know, we are all we have. Our brains, you know, it has to function the way it has so we can function properly, guys. Thank you so much for listening, guys. You know, follow me, Blogging with April, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out my blog on aprilblog.online, guys. Thanks so much for watching, listening, and guys, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, be blessed and have a marvelous Monday. Bye bye.